Hello, you guys. I'm gonna let you guys start getting the notifications. Listen, they are definitely not sending out my notifications. They definitely are not sending them out. Hmm. Let's see. I see your your choice towing. Nola girl, Neo, Miss Nelly. Neo says the first comment, 14, like, hey Diane, Gray Face Shan, Rita, uh Clarinetta. Did I say Miss Nelly? New to you. Shout out to my moderators. Little Mama, the Black Barbie. We're gonna let more people start getting the notifications and coming on into the room. They're not sending out the notifications like they should, but that's okay. Cecilia. You guys doing okay? Um, you know what? She's doing good. She's just waiting and been laying around. Child, she is so mean. I'll be so glad when she had the babies. Hey, Paper Route Rogers. Kato is out. He's out. When I checked, the last time I checked the jail system, and that's been like, he's been out now for what, like over a month or so? Hey, it's all in the making. Hey, Purpose Leah. We're letting more people get the notifications. Yeah, I think Cato has just been kind of laying low. Yeah, he's been laying low. We're gonna let more people start getting the notifications and start coming in. Um, um, it says, "Hi Tammy, do you know on this Friday nights?" Hi, hi Tammy, how are you on this Friday night? I'm doing good. Hey Hero Fix TV. Um, thanks for the info. His last post had me kind of confused. Yeah, he's been laying low. Greyface says Paper Route Rogers, Kenny Money recorded Scratch Off in December. Oh, see, I didn't know he recorded Scratch Off in December. Let's see. I'm waiting for more people to get their notifications and start coming in. Tonight I want to go back to the beginning because like I said, I think we've gone back to the beginning before, but I always think that it is important to go back to the beginning because when you go back to the beginning, you're able to remember and kind of shuffle through all the bullshit that's been put out. And there is a lot of BS that has been put out. Yeah, blessings and full prayer works. Oh, absolutely. Prayer definitely works. I'm telling you, prayer works. You're able to start shuffling through all of the garbage and the BS, and because like I said, there's been a lot of stuff that has been put out. Hey, rest in peace, young doll. Um, hey, Mitch. It's been a lot of stuff put out, you guys, and um, hey, I was looking at something today. I went over to a channel, like a channel that I normally don't look at, like that is known cap. And I got to thinking, I was like, dog, they put out something that I know I mean, it don't even sound right. And I don't know who it is behind that channel. And it had like 7,000 views. And I was like, okay, maybe they buy, people buy views too. So I guess you can't really go by that. But for me, like sometimes when I start looking at certain things, it's kind of funny to me because it don't even sound right. You know, I think when you start looking at like all of the confusion and stuff that has been going on, I don't see. I never understood, but I guess it was not for me to understand why. But I guess now I see why. People want to be able to put out their stuff, and they want to get the views. And so if you're going against that, and if you are a viable or a credible candidate or a credible person that is talking about it, people kind of attack that, right? And so that's why I always tell people you can believe whatever it is that you want to believe, but you have to respect how what anybody else feels or thinks, and you have to respect other people that is in my chat. I don't like the heaviness. I'm not going to allow people to be attacked in my chat. I don't bring that in my chat because my energy has to be balanced out, right? Because when it's all said and done, okay, and I don't be trying to toot my own horn, it's going to be what I said it's going to be, okay? And that is straight dropping Cornelius is going to, they're going to do some kind of time. I mean, how much they do is based on whatever, what goes on behind the scenes. I've said from the very beginning when people ask me about Orange Mound Quet, I've always said I felt like he had some type of involvement, but I always said I don't think he was the mastermind, nor I don't believe that he paid with his own money. I'll never believe that. I don't believe that the idea of taking Young Dolph out was conceived from Orange Mound Quet. I'd be a damn fool to believe that. Do I believe that he has some type of involvement? I do. I just don't think that he was the mastermind or the payer. Okay. Um, people ask about, people forget about rest in peace to Teasy, right? We started seeing people like Teasy and stuff being taken out. It's funny because, I hate that happened to Teasy. I never wish that up on anybody. Um, because Teasy was a young man, with a young family and stuff. So I wouldn't wish that up on him. But do I believe that he had an involvement in what Young Dolph's assassination? I'd be a damn fool to say he didn't, because he did. Um, Devin Burns, a lot of people have forgotten about Shondell Barnett. Now, I don't know if Shondell Barnett still has a great face. Does Shondell Barnett still have a warrant in the computer? Because when I looked, I didn't see it. But of course, I did that before, and it was not showing up. And then when I went back and checked it one time again, it started showing up. I don't know if his warrant has been completely moved, but the last time I checked, I didn't see it. Um, but it's always good to go back to the very beginning, you guys, because at the very beginning, that's when you're able to get raw everything. Okay. I know a lot of people, have issues as it relates to the cookie shop. Okay. Um, I was not told that the cookie shop was involved. He said, I believe it's in Fort Worth. Yeah, but he had a warrant in Shelby County, for the unaliving a young dog. They normally don't take that out. Hey, Prosperous Lioness. I don't know all the details yet, true, but it made me think about Jelani Day. But and yeah, I want to clear this. Raven, the mob not after you. This shit police and you know them boys not. Don't listen to the lies. And I remember that, Miss T. Okay, he says Sean. I wonder why every time I try to pull up Shondell Barnett's warrant, and I spelled his name. Oh, maybe I put because if you get one letter wrong, it's not coming up. Maybe I spelled that first name wrong because I put in Shundale. If it's Shun, that's probably why. Because I was like, I couldn't see Shondell Barnett's warrant being out of the computer, and he has not fulfilled, whatever it is, whatever that is going on with that. I don't know what it is going on, but I just can't see. I couldn't see them taking it out of the computer at this point. Okay, they spell it Shundal. I think that's what I put in there. Shundal. Rest in peace, Young Dog says Raven. Let me go back. Did I read that? Rest in peace, Young Dog says, and yeah, I want to clear this. Raven, the mob not after you. This shit police and you know them boys not. Don't listen to the lies. And I remember that, Miss T. Yeah, I was just looking at Double Tap's channel. Shout out to Double Tap. He had a very good show over there. Hey, it's just another prime example of different vloggers having everybody has a difference of opinion. um I always find it really suspicious when people try and force feed you something. I don't think I've ever tried to force feed any of my subscribers anything. I've always said just respect me. I had not been told that Raven and them are involved, and I get very suspicious about vloggers that start making accusations and innuendos now just because you are not going along with their narrative, right? That means that there's another agenda when you start doing stuff like that, because any sane adult is supposed to be able to agree to disagree and move on. Rest in peace, Young Dog says Miss T. Because did you see that a blogger line like Kenny Money gonna get her gone? They line trying to get them boys out away. And if the police watching right now, I mean this, and the police and stuff is always on here. They know that. Oh Lord. I mean, Kenny Money, you talk about Snoop Bands and all of them, all those other little dudes are right around the curve from the cookie shop, right? And so if they always over there. So if they was going to do something, if they had felt like they were involved, they would have been did something. The realty no cap hole tape bombing. But y'all, when we go back to the beginning, we think about how it started with Chief Davis, and I think what people have tried to do is just kind of taint that. When they had all of these narratives, and I'm like, I believe that was Alabama Hitter saying people like a good mystery, tainted with all kinds of crazy stuff. My mind does not work like that. And when you start talking about people's lives and you don't know, you don't really know. All you have is your suspicions based on whatever. You just cannot, especially in a case as high profile as Young Dolph, where we see that there has been a lot of stuff going on within this case as it relates to people's livelihoods and people's lives. I cannot, and I think I've said that, but there are a lot of people that is in the internet world. They only worry about a check. They talk about me, but they only worry about a check because I'm gonna get paid whether I'm on here or not. Okay. Um, and so what they do is they go about doing criminalistic things to try and make sure that they get that check, right? They can keep a narrative going, they get the views and stuff. But when Young Dolph, I think we have to think about, when people say, well, Young Dolph was going to the cookie shop, how did they know he was going to be at the cookie shop? And I think we have to look at it from both angles. If they had their eye on Young Dolph on that Monday, he was over at the cancer center. So that means, was the cancer center involved? Was there any kind of way that the cancer center was involved in? Oh Lord, I probably shouldn't have said that because child, somebody, I just gave some damn fool some content and some people gonna believe it. Because really what I'm doing is being sarcastic. If I say, was the cancer center involved? If they had their eye on him and he was at the cancer center and he had plenty of other people around him and stuff, and they could not get to him that day, right? Because they knew somebody was gonna be hit. So did somebody call him over to the cancer center? Okay. No. People like that. But when people sit up and say, well, you trying to cover for the cookie shop because you don't believe what I want you to believe, that's an insane motherfucker. Oh, that makes me madder than a motherfucker. I can't stand for people to try and control me and think they're gonna threaten me. That makes me mad as hell. Okay. That makes me mad. Um, it makes me real angry. Okay. So, what I wanted to do was hold on one second, you guys. If you listen to Chief Davis, and I know a lot of people are not a really big fan um, of Chief Davis. I know a lot of people are not a really big fan of Chief Davis, but if you listen to Chief Davis pretty much put it into the atmosphere. Um, she put quite a bit of stuff into the atmosphere, even as it relates to retaliatory situations when they went and surrounded a restaurant. I don't want to say the name of it, but we know the name of the restaurant. They went and surrounded their restaurant because I don't want to say the name. I just feel like at this point we're getting to the coup de grace or whatever they call it as it relates to this case, and it's still got a ways to go. I don't want to be saying anything that's that could possibly, because it's a lot of emotions out there even at this point. But so then it was right there in our faces, but of course there have been people put on here to try and change narratives and things of that nature. um but so the police go over to a restaurant. They sit out there and surround the restaurant, and the only reason that would have been done is because there was calls. Okay, but here's the thing, there was tape. There was tape, like yellow tape around the restaurant. I don't know if it's true, but I was told that that restaurant was shot at. Okay. And that's the reason. That tape being around the restaurant, that yellow tape, that would mean it was a crime scene. So it was more that went on that than they released, right? Um, they definitely had police out there. The restaurant at that point was closed down. There was crime scene tape around it, and a lot of people don't think about stuff. They went and went to the plaza. This ain't nothing I'm making up. Hell, it was in the news. They closed down the I go shop at that Ross's all the time. I go to that GNC store. There's a hardware store. Y'all, what's the name of the hardware store? Not Lowe's, but the other one. the other one. I forget the name. What's the name of those hardware stores? Not Lowe's, but the other one. I don't know what. Home Depot. Home Depot is over there. So you got that plaza with all of those, as I've said before, with all of those stores, and they go and they close the whole plaza down. Why would they do that? So that's what leads me to believe that there was some shots fired. Hell, you put yellow tape, that's a crime scene. And you have the police sitting out there, right? And that is because regardless of what people say, I know people want to talk about the situation, and hey, it ain't nothing wrong with that, but that is because everybody knew, especially the people around young Dolph, especially those boys are in the street. They knew exactly what had happened because they wanted them to know what had happened, and somebody got busy, okay. And so if you start going back to the beginning, it always pointed in the direction. There are no mysteries. There is, hey, I can't say that every police officer is not corrupt. I'd be a damn fool to say that. You know, but as far as investigators, I don't believe that there are any investigators, okay, that are corrupt on this case. I don't believe that there are any FBI agents that's working this case that's corrupt. Now, when I hear people say, and I've heard people get on here and say, hey, they had some police officers, which are patrolmen out in the street, okay, that patrol every day. Investigators don't patrol every day. They work in bureaus, okay. They had patrolmen that was, letting them know when it would be safe to bring in their loads. I don't know nothing about that. Okay, I don't know nothing about that stuff. I don't want to know. But hey, I can believe that. I can believe that because I know that everybody there tends to be a bad apple in every bunch. But as I've always said, I'd be a damn fool to be sitting up talking about every police officer is bad. So I can't go along with those theories because I know that it's just not true. I can't go along with that. And so, like I said, people, hey, player code, people have issues with that, and it's because their heart is not in the right place. Now, if people can't respect you saying, hey, I can't accuse the cookie shop. Well, then why didn't they wasn't charged with attempted murder? See, people don't know the laws, but then they don't have a interest in knowing, right? They just have an interest in putting out stuff that's going to get views, something salacious, right? And my nerves is bad. I don't have time to do stuff like that. And for those talking about, the person that was talking about earlier, they went on somebody else's page up on their fake page talking about I've had some stuff wrong. Yeah, I have. I've had a couple things wrong. Okay, but when I've come back and I've said, you know what, I had that wrong. But for the most part, it's been right. That's the reason why you motherfuckers gets mad at me. Because when it's all said and done, bitch, it's gonna be what I said it's gonna be. Okay. I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but toot. I've had more right than wrong. And it's a lot more that I can put out. But I'm not trying to hurt no case. You motherfuckers think that I'm going to work somewhere for almost 20 years and still have friends there and not hear something? But what people try to do, that's the reasons why I get really suspicious. I got suspicious from the very start, even when I was not saying anything. I was like, dog, why do people, why is it this grimy over a damn penny of view? Over a penny of view. It shouldn't even be like that. And so I've always tried to, well, you ain't solved the Young Dolph case. You goddamn right I didn't. I don't want to solve it. Let the people that's doing it, when folks sitting up talking about they got paperwork that they shouldn't have, I don't want no paperwork that I shouldn't have. I don't even want to know. especially when you start talking about paperwork that is sealed and locked up. That means the damn district attorney gave it to you and doing something crooked. I don't want it. That's between you and the district attorney. I ain't never known it to happen. But that's between you when you start talking about sealed paperwork, because ain't no workers gonna get it. It ain't in no computers. Let me put you niggas up on some game, since they talk about I don't know nothing. Okay? When paperwork is sealed, that means it is in the office of the DA in a safe. It ain't in the computers, so that the workers can take money and give it out. Okay, it ain't in the computers. So the only way the people gonna get sealed paperwork is if that district attorney and those prosecutors give it to them. And I guess some of these folks got it like that. I don't know. But as it relates to paperwork that's sealed and stuff like that, I don't want to know about it. That's the difference between me and a few other people. I ain't gonna get on here and lie. I don't want to know. I'll know when it comes out. Okay. As far as folks start talking about, hell, I was the one that I was one of the ones, because Thaddeus said it too when they was talking about the names in the indictments. Okay, I don't know them damn people. And just because people can be named in an indictment, they can. Okay. So when people claim they got it like that, why don't they put the names out? Because I already told y'all I wouldn't. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know everything about the case. And don't it should, and don't make sure it ain't lies, because folks ain't got no issues with lying. But when you start going back to the beginning, and not confusing people, hey HD Bully, thanks for being a new member. I just didn't know it could be so bad, as far as like people just believing anything. People want us to believe a good lie. And it's just sad. I've never in my life gotten on my vlog and tried to get people to go and jump off of a bridge, as it relates to doing things to violate people, right? You have to be responsible. You got a bunch of damn fools on here, and they old as dirt. Okay, they old and rusty. And they on here acting like a bunch of damn kids. Letting people control them, letting people make a fool out of them. Instead of saying, hey, you know what, Miss T, hey, I disagree with that. Me and you disagree, but hey, I respect you, because I respect people based on the respect that they give me, and we can agree to disagree and move on. But when people have agendas, they don't know how to do that, right? When everything, thank you, Miyoki, when everything was basically put out in the very beginning, right? Before people started photoshopping stuff, before people started adding all of their garbage. And the same thing about it is, when the trial happens, if there be in a trial, because I have my suspicions about Straight Drop. I really do. I have my suspicions about him and his trial. He might have one, but I got my suspicions about it. Cornelius don't have a trial date yet, not unless he got one within the last couple of days. But if you go back to the beginning of the case and you start listening to the names that came up. Okay, hold on. Let's see who this is. The names that came up in the beginning. It ain't gonna be too far off, except for a couple of, as far as the witnesses, people want to know who the witnesses are. You'll probably never know who the witnesses are, because you're talking about a high profile case where people already in fear of their life, where there's a lot of money involved. We know now people will what are you doing, Remy? I'm gonna get you. We know now people would do anything for a damn Chico stick. be hiding my phones from myself. We know now people would do anything for a damn Chico stick. Okay? Hold on. So people wanted to know. It's weird to me. It's weird to me how I get, and I'm a real suspicious person, anyways, because contrary to what folks believe, I am an investigator. When people want to start getting away from the facts, right, of a case, and I started looking at stuff, people are not looking at the raw facts, but when they start trying to go, I know a lot of it is based on just getting money. But when they start trying to, well, I want to get a hold to the witness, look, what? So what you want to get a hold to the witness for? Hey, Big True, that it's stuff like that kind of lets me know that there are a lot of people that's not really um interested in getting justice for young Dolph, because if you truly want justice for him, you already know that witnesses are not to be tampered with, because at any moment a witness can say, you know what, Kawana, it's been down. It has been all the way down, because I've been going to my kickboxing class. So it's been all the way down. But I was stressed. That person that came on my damn Bozo the Clown, that came on my damn comments today, that's what I'm going to refer to him as, Bozo the Clown, had my damn head hurting with his lies. He pissed me off. He pissed me off. Okay, because he came in line, but I'm not gonna give my energy to him. He came in line, and then he tried to threaten me. Let me tell you, let me just say this, because when I thought about that today, I got mad as hell. Don't ever come in my comments talking about threatening me with your lies. Okay, don't you ever think that I fear you for whatever reason. I don't know. I guess some of them sent they decided, hey, she didn't put paperwork on us. You smarter than us. Use the master. You go and you put in line. Don't no motherfucker come over here and put me in line. Okay, to think he better and smarter than me, just because them cuckabug kids bow. And see, I had to think about that today, and that's what made me real mad. Because let me just say this: I'm not a prejudiced or a racist person at all. Because I could rock with people. I could rock with people the long way, regardless of what their race is. Okay, because I've had some white people to do me way better, especially in business, right? As a matter of fact, they always do, as it relates to business, right? But nobody don't ever come to my live thinking you little girl in me and threatening me with lies. Ever. That makes me mad. That makes me mad as hell. Okay? That makes me mad as hell. And I feel like that's what he called himself doing. I thought about, I don't know where some of these people come from, because some of them are culture vultures as it relates to the Black community. And that made me mad as hell too. Okay? I'm going to say this, because I don't know who Bozo the Clown is. Okay? All I know is that he reached out to me, and I thought he was trying to help me. But I'm going to say this right here. I know, like the Vlads and all of them, they are culture vultures. And I got to thinking about that when I first started coming on. And when I had people, I remember a lady from the Mo3 sector had told me that he had a channel. I thought about that today, and it made me mad. It was either CEO Media, a PhD Media, a PDA Media, or something. They said that was his channel. And so because I didn't know who it was. They was like, yeah, that's his channel. And they said allegedly that even came up then. Yeah, but he a hacker. That came up then. I didn't know who he was. I said, oh, all I know is I was looking at a channel. He was on there. He had an accent. And so, like I said, it used to be quite a few people from other sectors to come into my channel that had already been around. And I thought about that today. They gave me the tea on that. And I rose, I got mad as hell because he pissed me off coming into my shit, lying on me and threatening to lie on me and actually proving that he had hacked me. I know. Oh, God, please. Oh, because I'm gonna get mad. So I got to thinking about how people are how a lot of them are culture vultures and how they throw some of these cuckabug heads a bone. And if they have skills, hey, we'll give you a bone. We'll show you how to make you a little bit of money. But anybody else that comes in, because people make a lot of money off of the trauma in the Black community. And it makes me mad when a motherfucker outside of my community as well as inside of my community think they're gonna bully me into not talking about what goes on in my community, because it all goes back to I'm supposed to make all the money, bitch, you nigga bitch, and not you. And that makes me mad. That's the reason why he kept throwing out, you're just trying to make money. Oh, that made me mad as hell. Please don't ever come into my chat again. Don't send me no emails. What you need to do is, if you got a lawyer, your lawyer needs to confer with my lawyer. That's what's gonna have to happen. We're gonna have to communicate by lawyer, because see, I already know just the way that you thought you was gonna handle me, and you kind of let me know. Cause see, I'm gonna have to see that's the only way it's gonna be with us. Cause you can't do me like you do some of these damn cuckabug heads. Okay, that bow down because they love seeing somebody show them how to destroy other people in their community. Oh, you a hack? You give me their information? I got proof you don't work for the police department. Motherfucker, I told everybody I had not worked for the police department in 3 years. Didn't I say that? So basically what you told me, what you was telling me was that it was like they said, you had been the one hacking me and getting them information on me. You reached out to me and told me that Orangutan TV told you to hack me and get my information. That's still in an email. So why would Orangutan TV ask you to hack me if you weren't a damn hacker? So I got to thinking about all that today. Don't you ever think you can bully me into not talking about vlogging about what goes on in my community. As long as you live, don't you ever. Okay? Don't you ever. And I don't care who talk about the Young Dogs case or who has a concern about it, regardless to what their race is. It don't matter. Because if you ask me, we all really supposed to be the same. We all bleed red. But you came into my chat as if you was my comments, as if you was better than me. Like you gonna bully me like you my motherfucking master, and I'm supposed to fall in line. Don't you ever, motherfucker, as long as you live, don't you ever do it again. As if you gonna threaten me if I don't fall in line with lies. What you did was you let me know that you was the one. Because when y'all fell out, I thought about it and I started going through them jump drives that I got when I downloaded them videos. He got up on his channel when y'all had that falling out. Okay. So what are you saying, Lucy? Is that you, Lucy? What does that mean, Lucy? Before, because I don't want to block you. Tell me what you mean. I give people the opportunity, and you got 1 minute to tell me what you mean. I give you 1 minute. Cause see, I know when people start coming in here talking about pigs, they talking about I guess they be trying to affiliate me with the police. Oh, okay. So are you calling me a pig? Okay. So we'll get that straight. Okay. Now we can move on. I be trying to give people a chance. But when it's all said and done, we have to go back to the beginning. And everything that we need is in the beginning. Basically, there are some more developments. All of that stuff. We're pretty close to the trial and all of that. There have been you talking about over 1 million pages, y'all. And so when people say, well, we trying to solve the Young Dogs case, you can't solve a damn case that's solved. You think them folks don't know what happened? They've been knowing what happened. They had witnesses and stuff sitting out there that saw everything that happened. People knew what had happened. They knew. Okay. A lot of people gave themselves away. They jumped on their social medias. Y'all think that they have not subpoenaed social media accounts? Why you think JoJo Splat and them was sitting with long faces and shaking and stuff? Okay. Social media accounts subpoenaed. People talking, people getting in trouble and throwing folks up under the bus. They've been throwing each other up under the bus. And that's all I've been saying, y'all. They've been throwing each other up under the bus. Why hasn't the cookie shop been a person of interest? I was talking to a guy, and he's a state representative. And I remember when we was talking about this situation. I was like, she don't know no state representative. My motherfucking daddy was a damn elected official. You think I don't know all them people? And he intertwined with them. Okay. And I remember they was talking. I was talking about the Young Dogs case, and remember now, around the time that this situation happened, it was election season. I had judges and stuff in and out of my office because was doing commercials for them. I was giving them 10-minute spots. They would be sitting in my front room waiting to come in to get their interviews and stuff. So because those spots help them, I put them on TV on my show. They pay me for stuff like that. So I do things outside of here. And if y'all think those politicians don't talk, you're a damn fool. And I remember a black guy, okay, I won't say his name. I remember we was talking about that. And he was mad. He said, no, he said then, but he wasn't no police officer. He just a damn representative. Okay. But he said then them folks didn't have anything to do with that. Hell, they just happened to do it at their cookie shop. So when people start talking about, everybody said the cookie shop is it involved. Folks was getting knocked down the night that Young Dolph was taken out. If you don't believe me, ask my best friend. She still live up there around Macmillan. They was getting knocked down. I don't know who was doing it. Okay. Somebody was. Do you think they would go way up there around Macmillan, around the deep South Memphis area, and not go around the corner wherever they came from and not hit up the cookie shop or not get at the cookie people? Even though the place was closed down for a while, they opened back up. It seemed like to me, folks still being taken out. I don't know if it has an affiliation with Young Dolph's situation, but they would have been the closest ones and the easiest ones to get. So, hey, people have a issue with that. Was she using her platform? See, this is I'm getting ready to tell you how I know when you are certifiable. And listen, I don't know who is on here white, But I won't, because I know I have some people that are on here white. I know Teresa and them are. Listen, I don't have no issues with no white people. Okay? I have issues with anybody that's white or black that think that they can threaten me with lies that violates me, and then think that they can threaten me after you violate me. That means I'm your master and I'm going to violate you. And if you say something, bitch, I'm going to lie on you. And that makes me mad. Okay? So just leave me alone. Stay away from me. Okay? Because that situation right there is already a little touchy. And if you want your day in court, you're going to get it. So don't send me nothing. We don't need to talk about nothing. You just better make sure you ain't telling no lies. Okay? So all of this has to do, you think about all of the people that have been put on here, and I be seeing people's different people's vlogs and stuff, you guys, and hey, it's quite funny to me. Some of the stuff that they put out, but hey, I don't get mad at what people put out. I can't control their vlogs, and I always tell people, when you look at a title and you already know that it's going to be something that's going to piss you off, don't click on it, because it's just going to make you mad. Don't even give them the view. Just go right past it, because we're almost at the finish line as it relates to that. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up something. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you guys. And True Results ain't telling me to keep my name out of keep his name out of my mouth, because we don't say nothing bad about True Results over here. We don't say nothing bad about him. So I don't know what you're talking about. True Results ain't said for me to keep his name out of my mouth, because we don't talk bad about True Results over here. So I don't know where you get that from. I've always said, regardless to whether I agree with True Results or not, he ain't on YouTube harassing people, right? So True Results ain't said that, because we don't talk bad about him over here. Hold on for a minute, y'all.
Good evening, everyone. So this afternoon, let me take my mask off here. This afternoon, the Memphis Police Department responded
gonna start to come
to
in,
a person
so y'all
shot
know what to do.
at 2370 Airways Boulevard. Our preliminary investigation reveals the victim is Adolph Robert Thornton Jr. This shooting is another example of the senseless gun violence that we have seen far too often locally and nationwide. Too many families, too many mothers, too many fathers have suffered in our city. And quite frankly, I think we are all tired of it. Our hearts go out to the Thornton family and all who are affected by this horrific act of violence. Tonight, we strongly encourage everyone to stay home if you do not have to be out. We also strongly encourage everyone to remain calm as we actively perform our investigation. The Memphis Police Department is providing an increased presence in areas of the city that might be directly impacted by this unfortunate incident.
Okay. Y'all heard what she just said. They was let's go back. Directly impacted, so it leads me to believe that what somebody told me, and there was yellow tape around the restaurant, you guys. So it leads me to believe that it was true what the person told me, that they went and popped it up. They don't put everything on the news.
As we actively perform our investigation. The Memphis Police Department is providing an increased presence in areas of the city that might be directly impacted by this unfortunate incident. We are committed to working with the community to stop these senseless murders. We're also dedicated to bringing those responsible for today's shooting and others to justice. We encourage anyone who has any information about this incident to call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-2274. Let me say that again, 901-528-2274. And now I'll take a few questions.
Chief, should there be a curfew put in place? You had at least one city council member and one state representative call for a curfew, fearing that there could be retaliation. Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, we're taking all of these requests into consideration, and we're continuing to communicate with our city officials.
Okay, you heard them say that a state representative had called for a curfew because they feared retaliation. There was already retaliation going on. That's why they called for the curfew.
And evaluate the situation so that we can make the best decision. And it doesn't mean that we won't have a curfew at some point in time, but right now, we think that the deployment of our officers in the specific areas that are impacted the most will be enough presence for tonight. And as I said before, we are encouraging everyone to stay in if they don't have to be out.
Have you had any incidents or shootings that you might think are related to what happened today with the young girl?
Well, we have investigations that are going on right now, and the Memphis Police Department, along with our federal partners, will look at every investigation and every.
She just said it. So I don't know, Grayface, if they ever brought the others to justice for shooting. He said, have there been any shootings that went on? Y'all heard what he said. She said, we have investigations that's going on.
And the Memphis Police Department, along with our federal partners, will have to be out.
Have you had any incidents or shootings that you might think are related to what happened today with the young girl?
Well, we have investigations that are going on right now, and the Memphis Police Department, along with our federal partners, will look at every investigation and every piece of evidence to try to solve this particular case. We can't say for sure that it's associated with anything else at this time.
There was stuff circulating on social media about this shooting here, this rapper's house, this restaurant. And we understand, was any of that accurate or true?
Well, I haven't vetted all the social media. There have been erroneous posts on social media, and what we're trying to do is monitor the facts and ensure that we provide the facts to the public as well.
And they asked about the shooting at the restaurant. She didn't say that it didn't happen.
If you're given a suspect information, I know it happened in the middle of the day.
We are still speaking with witnesses. We do have witnesses that are communicating with the police department right now.
Is there any video footage?
We don't know for sure just yet. We are checking every camera, every piece of footage that could be in the surrounding area to help us further this investigation.
You mentioned increased police presence at areas of concern. Club Privé, Yogati's Club. Is that an area of concern? Is it open? Is there extra security from NPD on that scene?
Don't know if that particular location is open, but any location that might be affiliated with anyone that has a connection or we think could potentially have a connection, our officers are providing presence, and that is including the area where the shooting took place as well.
How many times he was shot?
Can't say that right now.
What can you tell us behind the motivation of the shooting?
Just don't know. This was a shooting that occurred at a cookie shop, And we're just not sure what that motivation was. And it's a little bit too early for us to tell.
Last question.
Do you know if he was inside the business or outside, if he was buying cookies, visiting? There's talks that he had just delivered some turkeys during a charity. Can you just talk about what you know about his movements at that time?
Today, the victim was inside the business, and we can't say that.
Thank
One
you.
final-
Thank you.
First, one final question. As a crime
Thank you.
forum chief, you talked about interveners.
Now, she made sure she walked off when that reporter said you talked about interveners intervening because they fear retaliation. Well, she said that the city leaders wanted them to enforce curfew because they feared retaliation. They had already they asked about, was there any incidents that was, a retaliation that was related to that, and she said there were some situations we looking into. That's because things was popping off, right? Things were popping off. You had to know, because they had said that they closed down the plaza that that the restaurant sat in. Why would they do that for nothing? So that was really, that would have been weird, right? So that's why I say, I mean, even though she didn't say a lot, what she did say was loaded. It let you know a lot, and so that's why I don't deviate from the main thing. Have there been some more things that have developed that we don't know about? Of course, because we don't know everything, because we don't have everything. But one thing for sure, it's going to come out. And so people say, well, what are you going to do if you find out the cookie shop was involved? If the police say that the cookie shop was involved, then I'm going to say, well, y'all know what? The cookie shop was involved. I'm going to start saying the cookie shop was involved. Okay? If the police comes out and say it. But as far as falsely, accusing people and nobody credible has said that, I can't do that for a view. I can't do it. And I won't do it. And I won't let nobody bully me or violate me into doing it. Okay? Hold on one second, you guys. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button, okay? Hit the like button for me. Now, I don't know if this is true. When I started looking at stuff, now this is what came up. Okay, so on November the 21st, I was not even vlogging on the case. I don't know who this young man is, but Thaddeus says this was November 21st, 2021. This was right after Dolph was assassinated. Thaddeus says this young man, and shout out to Thaddeus Matthews, the young man unalived this evening on Bradley Street, 2 doors down from where the Benz that the shooters of Dolph had hidden, is named Desmond Rogers. He was 29 years old. It's rumored that it was Rogers that informed police to the whereabouts of the car. How many more have to die over rappers' beef? Now, I don't know if that's true, because I think it has since came out that it was really early on, and hey, their rumors are, I don't know any facts as it relates to that, but now the rumors are that Desmond did not do it, so I don't know. Okay.
Wednesday evening, Memphis has been on the hunt for 23-year-old Justin Johnson, now on the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's most wanted list. According to police, Johnson allegedly pulled the trigger, killing rap star Young Dolph, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr., at a cookie shop in South Memphis on November 17th. Tonight, clues are pointing the public's attention to this house on Bradley Street in Orange Mound. This is believed to be the home where the white Mercedes, matching the description of the getaway car of Dolph's killers, was found days after the shooting. The vehicle is also possibly linked to a double shooting in Covington. Several sources have named Johnson as rapper Straight Drop. These images from a music video posted shortly after Dolph's murder now have fans making the connection between Johnson standing in front of what appears to be the abandoned home where the getaway car was discovered. The lyrics boasting, "Come around me playing games and you'll get shot." It's also just feet away from where police say a person was killed the same day the video was uploaded to YouTube. A murder they have not confirmed or denied is connected to the Dolph case. As the search for the suspect continues, one man says is putting an unwanted target on his back.
Friend requests and, people inboxing.
This man, also named Justin Johnson, says since word got out about the suspect, he's received notifications and messages from across the country from people trying to track down the alleged killer. He says he's 14 years older than the suspect and doesn't know him.
Well, I'm trying to actually get people to understand that I'm not that individual.
Like many, he's hoping the right suspect is caught soon.
Rest in peace to Dolph. I love him. And he had my heart, and I more definitely want to see justice.
In Memphis, Bria Jones, WREG.
Okay, so they never said that Desmond Rogers was not connected. Okay, back then, because that was in January of 2022. What you doing, Remy? Sit down. That's why I love your perspective. Hope you have stress-free weekend. I really dislike this bullying. Don't let them take you off of your swear. Thank you, Omar. Okay, they never said that Desmond's back in January 20. They never confirmed or denied that unless they have, and I don't know of this at this point, that Desmond Rogers unaliving was not related. I've only heard on social media, I hear people say that it wasn't related, but back in 2022, they still had not confirmed nor denied it, at least not to the media, right? Greyface says Desmond Rogers recorded the chase of the shooter. Recorded the chase of the shooter of the memorial too. Little Miss Muffin said they say he called and told where the car was. Yeah. Child. Do y'all believe that Straight Drop would ever wear some shoes that look like that? Those white shoes? Straight Drop always kept himself pretty neat in the pictures that we saw, right? Now, this person right here got on Nikes that's got the little automatic in his hand. The Draco, they got on some raggedy shoes. It looks like. Rest in peace, Young Dog said some people got hit for nothing, sharing the wrong post. How would people know Desmond told where to go? Right. That's true. How would people know that? I agree. Yeah, Straight Drop shoes black. Those are Nikes. I don't know what I believe that's Cornelius. It had a small frame and stuff like Cornelius had at the time. Okay. I believe what the prosecutors say. Little Miss Muffin says, "Great face. I don't know. Came from other vloggers. Might not even be true. I like you, and it doesn't matter how long I ain't watch you. I'm still gonna get back on board when I come back across you." Thank you, Dana and Blade. 901 King Deshaun says, "I got them same shoes Straight Drop got on. Nike 97 Air Max." I don't know what those other shoes are. They look like Reeboks. The other shoes look like Reeboks. They look like they're Reeboks. I'm scared to click on it because what it does is it does weird stuff. Yeah, what kind of shoes do men wear other than Nikes? Because most men just wear Nikes. That are they Reeboks? I don't know a lot of men that wear Reeboks. Unless they're working out. A lot of people forgetting about the fast cash comedian who got popped. And facts, that ain't dropped with the white. No, that's not dropped with the white shoes. Oh, okay, y'all wear Adidas too. I don't think those are Adidas. They look like Reeboks. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
Hey, I'm trying to get down there to the other side, y'all. I'm trying to find a way to down there to the shop where it happened at. Yeah, I know we finna try to ease our way down there. But this shit is blocked off everywhere, though. I'm trying to head down there to where the crime scene happened at, y'all. I'm trying to find a way around this active scene right here on Airways. I'm trying to find a way around it, man. Everybody out here. We're finna make our way around, though. What's going on? Hey, we finna try to head the other way, y'all. We finna try to head to the other scene. God, man. Folks smoking good, but and we right here on Airways, y'all. God. I'm making head down the little side street there, right? Yeah. Hey, I'll be back, y'all. We finna try to head to the other side. Y'all coming back with me? What's up, man? Blackwood News, we out here. We finna head to the other. Oh, man, they putting out red tape? They don't put out red tape like that. This is Chicago shit. Hey, they put out red crime scene tape. That means it's a death. When they put out red crime scene tape, that means somebody been killed. They don't really do it that much here, but it happens all the time in Chicago. They put that red crime scene tape out. Man. But yeah, we finna head down to the other side. Y'all come back, man. Y'all know we finna head back on the
Shout out to Blackwood News. He be doing all he can to try to get up close. If he could have, he would have. I see a lot of people from Castalia has started showing up. Okay, and then I'm just going down the timeline of a lot of the raw footage, like right around. Yeah, the ATF was deep. The ATF was deep. Now, I don't know who this guy is. Was he taken out on the same day as Young Dolph? It says, in memory of Corey Donaldson. Okay, his name was Corey. It says, okay, in memory, that's the name of the page. It says, it's being reported that Memphis comedian Darian D-Money Childs was unalived after making jokes about rapper Young Dolph unaliving on social media. Regardless the reason, our thoughts and prayers go out to the victim. I think it was later found out that that's not what had happened. Darian says, if the news don't post me as a Memphis legend when I die, then they hate it. Hold on, this is my first time seeing this post. Let me see something. Man, if you ain't from Memphis or if you ain't the police, just quit trying to solve Young Dolph. These folks done came and locked my grandma up. I don't think that's the reason. So I don't believe that. I don't think that's the reason why he was taken out, because his uncle came on early on and talked about that his unaliving had something to do with somebody else, something to do with something else. I remember when I first started vlogging about it, his uncle, he claimed he was his uncle, came up and was like, it was a mistaken identity or something. I can't remember. The video is down there somewhere, but that's what he said. That it had nothing to do with anything as it relates to Young Dolph. He said that's the fast cash dude. Plug's best friend. What does that mean? Soon in best J's. What's that? Y'all know y'all have to. I don't know a lot of this new language that y'all be talking. You have to tell me. Zoom in but J's. You have to tell me what that slang mean. Cause it don't sound right to me. Okay, y'all, let's keep going. See, like I said, that's why I like to go back to the beginning because it helps you to regroup. Okay, that was the day of his funeral and stuff. And Young Dolph had quite a bit of security too. There was a lot of security in those black trucks and stuff. Yeah, player, fly something else. Okay, that was Jeremy P. Air when he was on the scene. Says on the scene of a shooting on Airways. I'm here, Memphis rapper. Maybe the victim. Hold on, let me see something. I always click off because I don't know where the link's gonna take me. And it would not let me open it. Yeah, it wouldn't let me open it. This person says 48 hours to leave town and undergo a government identity protection and relocation program for your entire family because your sons took out our local beloved homegrown celebrity rapper Young Dolph. Now the law enforcement agency is protecting the families of the murderers because the streets is coming for everyone in their family. Continue to pray. Everyone rest in peace. Adolph Thornton Jr., also known as rapper Young Dolph, taken out at 36. Have anything to do with the murder at all? This person says, rapper, for the record, rapper Yo Gotti and Black Youngster didn't have anything to do with the murder at all. They good. He said that on November 18th. That was November 18th, 2021. Now he said, you know, he said the police was protecting the killers, but then in the same breath he said, Yo Gotti and Black Youngster good. Ooh, child. Child, I tell you, these folks ain't. Oh. Yeah, it don't have a sound. Y'all, they had quite a bit of security out there also. So y'all, they had quite a bit of security. We just didn't hear, Hold on, y'all. He said, I am proud. I am black and proud, but we dangerous as hell. Telling young Dolph auntie early this morning before he was killed to keep helping the women in recovery. We just lost a legend, her best friend and my friend, Marie Tolliver Williams, who helped people the last 30 years. Strength for your family. Oh, wow. Says a damn shame, a friend of mine's, and I know South Memphis finest. His aunt is hurting. Oh, wow. Hmm.
Oh my God. Damn, they just killed Dolph, y'all. Y'all see his arm hanging out the window?
Get in here, Riley.
Damn. What the fuck is in here? Yeah, that boy tied right there. Damn.
There have been some people to report that when, they was looking at young Dolph's arm, that it was still moving. I think at the point that you saw Maurice and them standing outside of the store, when the paramedics got there, young Dolph was gone. If he was moving, it was just his reflexes because he was no longer here.
Damn. What the fuck is in there? Yeah, that boy car right there.
Now, for the people that was saying that young Dolph's car was back then backwards, if you look at it right there, his car was pulled to the front of the cookie shop and it was not back then backwards.
What the fuck is in there? Yeah, that boy car right there. Damn. Damn.
When the police went in there, they removed his
Look at
arm.
that.
They pulled his arm out of the window.
Right here on Airways and Ketchum. Look, he gonna try to block the view. Garbage ass.
I think they realized they blocked the view.
Trying to see what's going on.
I think they blocked the view because they saw, number one, them taking video, and probably because they had to pick his body and stuff up and all of that. He was lifeless, by the time that girl started recording with that video, he was not here anymore. His arm was out that window. He had relaxed and passed on. That video bothers me a lot too. Yeah, they couldn't stand to see. I guess. No, the police is not involved. They didn't have a reason to be involved. I tell you. It bothers me, that a young man had worked so hard to attain everything that he had gotten, and they just had to kill him.
There you go. It's the medical examiner that's being escorted. It's a medical examiner. And the car. And the car. Get the car. The car.
You know what? I used to get really emotional. And drop tears every time I saw his car up on that record leaving. And I think it just reminded me of, he was alive when he walked in the cookie shop, and they just was not satisfied until they killed him and his car had to be towed away because they just wanted to kill him. They just had to kill him. And so I wonder, the people that conspired to do this to him, I wonder, what was they thinking? Were they thinking, yeah, we got to kill? I want to know how did they feel then? And almost 3 years later, do they think that it was worth it? I would like to know at this point, like the people that wanted him gone almost 3 years later, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was they happy when they turned on the news and saw that boy car being towed away and saw his arm hanging out the window? Did they feel like their lives was going to be any better? Did they think they were going to be able to live happily ever after? Did they think that? Okay. I know they didn't think it was over. Did they? In Young Dolph's voice, I know they didn't think it was over. They decided that they was going to play God, right? Because their jealousy. Hold on, y'all.
And around the tires and on parts of the inside, you can see young Dolph inside this vehicle that you just saw that was taken away. Mempho News Lady noticing that tweet and seeing that vehicle. I'm not sure what brand or make it was, but definitely that was that camo vehicle with those blue stripes on it that we saw. It was quite sudden. It's a Lamborghini. It was quite sudden. All of a sudden, we started to hear sirens going off, and then there was a motorcade. At first, we thought that might be the police chief arriving to do a news conference that's happening at any moment now. But in fact, what it was is the evidence leaving the scene, where we saw a series of police cars, and then we saw that pickup, that tow truck with the Lamborghini, the camo Lamborghini with blue stripes that young Dolph has been seen driving. So now we know that evidence is being taken away from the scene, and that will be processed off scene as it looks like people are not quite leaving, and there has been a call for a curfew by more than one lawmaker at this hour.
So the vehicle left and will be processed, as Kanji says. And this is a step forward in the very beginning hours of the investigation as police are making moves to decide just what to do. And so they've just moved a significant number of police vehicles off-site, away from the scene, and helped escort young Dolph's Lamborghini to wherever it is that they're going to do their investigative work, and to preserve the vehicle and make sure it stays safe, as the family will receive that once again at the appropriate time But for now, it's part of the investigation, as that's the vehicle that he rode up there in today. And according to reports I'm seeing now, police originally received the call of the shot fired at Nikita's Cookies at 12:24 p.m. And in very short order, folks got word of this, and word spread in social media and online in every way you can imagine. And folks started showing up here in the 2300 block of Airways. So many people showed up that the police had to set up barricades to keep everybody safe, and eventually ushered folks to either side of Airwaves. And they have preserved the scene here to keep the crime scene preserved, and to preserve the life of all the folks who have come out to express their shock, dismay, sorrow, grief at the loss of this beloved young artist who touched so many lives, and there are so many young people who want to be young Dolph, who want to drive a Lamborghini, who want to be a star on the radio and in every way you can appear on stage and in music videos. And so in a way, he represented their hopes and aspirations of so many young people who aspire to do just exactly what he did.
And you know what? I was trying to remember. It did not get a lot of
State legislature ought to be there.
Are you asking them right now to call this meeting?
I'm asking them to do it. I'm asking them to do it.
What if you get a no?
What? That doesn't stop us. The county commission still can act. If
in the community work.
Can you whisper and tell us?
Way too much of
angles.
History
of those.
I'm grieving like every other member.
I was trying to find the video where the news reporter said, I gotta move because, oh God, plug best friend. That's not true. Oh, child. I forgot what I was even getting ready to say. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
I got $1 billion lawyer with me, man. Y'all know what's up, man. You did? Yeah. I know that ain't think it was over with.
That bothers me because I know, he had to have had some concerns. He had a nervous laugh. They had just tried to take his life, but I know they didn't think it was over with. You can't do people like that and then think it's going to be over with. Okay? Because the laws of the earth is you have to reap what you sow. And when it all boils down, there was, it wasn't no need for him to even not be here right now. They took him out for nothing. So, like I said before, there's just some things in the middle that none of us really know. And we won't know until the trial starts, until it starts to come out. But I was looking at Raven. I was looking at Raven on Double Tap channel tonight, and she says that the reason that they was able to connect Orange Mound Quet, right, was because because of Straight Drop's phone. When they took Straight Drop's phone from when they took Stray Drop's phone from his brother. That's how they connected Orange Mound Quet. Now I was listening to her say that on Double Tap tonight. Joy Loves God says, just because Dolph had a work ethic that they couldn't match. Long live Dolph. Yeah, long live Dolph. Y'all make sure y'all put those dolphins in the chat. That's the reason why I say we always have to go back to the beginning before people started, tainting stuff and all of this disrespect. It's very, it was very unnecessary. Hey, he said Quet went to jail before the brother. He did. But remember now, they got Cornelius phones, and contrary to what one might say, right, a week before, a week before, contrary to what one might say, they got what they need. They got some stuff about of Cornelius phones. So yeah, let me see if y'all have been hitting the like button, you guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me if you haven't. Hit the like button. Y'all run the likes up for me. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. Please do hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. We got 127 likes. We need like 30 more likes. People are in here, but they're not hitting the like button. Let me see. And they still not hitting the like button, Lord. So I guess now this will be the opportunity for you all to start giving me feedback. We go back to the beginning, and like I said, the beginning is always loaded. It helps you to reset, right, before all of the conspiracy situations are set in and all of that. You have to clear your brain, because the thing about it is everything is going to come out anyways. And that's why I said, will people be able to accept it, accept when the truth and stuff start coming out? Hey, we know with investigations, you can never tell when it's gonna, take a turn. There are always twists and turns. So you have to be, ready to accept that. My prayer is that his family and children get right. I pray that his family and children get complete peace. I saw where the children and Monica took the kids with her. Let me see. And Mia J. They were, I believe, in Arizona. Let me see if I could pull that up. I don't have my Instagram open, but let me see. Hold on, y'all. don't know how often. Let's see. I don't see it on here. I don't see it on Facebook, where the children, Mia J and the children, Monica brought them to Arizona. They looked like to a safari and all of that. And the kids looked like they were really happy and having fun and stuff. And I thought that was really cool. Cornelius told what he knew. Shardell told what he knew. Jamarcus told what he knew. And straight and I just believe before it's all said and done, Straight Driver gonna tell what he know. Already, if you ask me, I already have. You don't be talking on phones and stuff if you don't want nobody to know something. Oh wow. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I wanted to show this. This is the first video that Mia J posted. I'm not logged into my Instagram after Young Dolph was taken out. Thank you for the Cash App, ZK. Oh Lord, this them trying to. child, I couldn't. So it's not true that guided people that's in Scorpion unit and was there on the scene. No, that's not true. I don't know where they came from. Well, I know where it came from. It came from the internet. You know, people feel like the Scorpion unit is just this big unit on the police department. The Scorpion unit is this small little task force, okay, with only like a few officers on every shift. And that shift of officers on that particular shift made the whole damn Scorpion unit look bad because of what they did to Tyree Nichols. They act like the Scorpion unit was going around terrorizing Memphis when there are different shifts on the Scorpion unit. It's a small task force as they have other little task force, auto theft task force, they have a lot of little task force, right? It's a few officers that are selected for every shift. And that particular shift made the whole task force as it relates to the Scorpion unit. People act like the Scorpion unit was just like this, just going around terrorizing Memphis. Hell, they couldn't do nothing but on their damn shift. Right, and there's a Scorpion unit task force in a lot of cities. And even if it's not called Scorpion unit, it's called something else. Just like they once had the jump and grab task force when they was trying to clean up the drugs, they was jumping out grabbing the drug dealers. People was talking about, all the police from the city had came over there to the Dow scene. If that's not even how it works. All the police that was in that ward was up there, but not all of the police as it relates to the Southeast Precinct, because I still call it the Southeast Precinct. I think it's called Airways now, because each officer has to stay in their ward within a precinct, and you sure ain't gonna be from the East Precinct coming out of the damn East Precinct over to Airways. That gets you charged. You can't do that. See, that's why people want to discredit me all the time, because they know I know. It does not go along with their narrative. Oh, the police was over there. They came way from the north. You a motherfucking lie. You can't come from the North Precinct while you on duty over to the Southeast Precinct on Airways, and you on duty, you gonna get charged. Okay. Even when I was working in traffic, every day in roll call, we was assigned an area to patrol, to do traffic. If my lieutenant said you got northeast, we had to stay out in northeast because our radios was on northeast. We didn't have our channels on Southeast Precinct. That was not our area. So I had to stay out there by Cordova. I bet not had got caught way in Whitehaven and I was assigned to Northeast. My lieutenant was going to have some paperwork for me and some days when I got back, right, to turn in my equipment. So all this bullshit, people come after me because they know I say that, well, they don't go along with my narrative. I got to be able to say that was a Bentley truck or a Porsche truck or whatever. The shit was Photoshopped. So when they concoct a scheme and they send out their skits and all of their emails and text messages and say, I can make you up. And hey, it's called SEO. A lot of these people are social media experts, right? They help people to do their backlinks and their SEO stuff and make up titles that that get people to come over to their pages and stuff, right? That's what they do. But they have ventured off into criminalistic situations. Okay? So yeah, they thought that deleting stuff off of social media would do something. It didn't. I tell you, I don't know if that was even real or not, a phenomenal black woman. If I had to guess, it wasn't. You guys make sure y'all turn on all of your notifications, okay? Playing around in a real life unalive person investigation. Right. They could be. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you can't be getting on here doing stuff like that, because it makes me think, like, a lot of the stuff that people do, it makes me think that they're trying to jewelry tamper. We know that at some point they was trying to witness tamper. But it's sad when adults cannot get on here and be respectful. They feel like they need to violate other people. To me, that's sick on a whole nother level, y'all. I promise to God, it is. I never, hey, I can't even talk about it no more. It's sad. But one thing I do want is, I want justice for Young Dolph's family and his children. His justice for his family and his children. And Young Dolph represent so many African American men that have been gunned down. Okay. And they get gunned down and nobody cares. And I think I've said, I can appreciate how people have taken, whether it's a good or bad interest, it helps to keep his name alive. I just hate that people make a mockery of it, but they got to deal with that. It's between them and whatever God they serve. That's right. She said, "Dolph for life." Yeah. And so if people could respect themselves and say, hey, listen, I don't agree with what you say. We have a difference of opinion, but hey, I respect you. That's a person that really might want some justice for Young Dolph. Okay? But when people get on here and start violating you, it ain't got nothing to do with no justice at all. Not at all. Hey, TV21. Yep, I wanted to. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Yeah.
If you my nigga, you my nigga. Nothing more important than getting this money, believe me.
I like to see him with his children. And trust me, Divine Black Rose, that's coming. It's a darn shame, you know, that they take that man away from his kids. Anyways, you guys, I know, it's a Friday night. So I know that you all y'all ain't got nothing else to do, right? Y'all tired? Mm. She said we ain't tired yet. Well, y'all give me some feedback then. Give me some feedback. Who all up in here? I want to see. It's almost 200 people in here. I want to. Who all in here? Drop your locations. Well, not your location, but what state, so I can give your states a shout out. And who all up in here with me? Shout out to Alabama. Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to Missouri, Delaware. I don't know why I've always wanted to visit Delaware. Okie here. Mystery 7777 is my favorite number. Where's Okie at? Where's Okie at? Mystery 777. Texas, Cali, Philly to, is that North Carolina? Shout out to North Carolina. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Mississippi. Ohio, Oklahoma. Oh, okay, Okie is Oklahoma. Okay. So when you said Mystery 777 is one of my favorite numbers. I see the Black Barbie got 7 on the end of hers. 7, 6, 7, and 8 are my always have been since I was a little girl. 6, 7, and 8. And then I have another number that's my favorite. I'm not gonna say what number that is. That's my secret lucky favorite number. She said, Diane said she ain't tired yet. Lord have mercy, Diane got some energy. Shout out to Indiana. I got family. The other half of my family is in Indiana. And where is Y? What state is that? Y? Is that Wyoming? But Wyoming starts with a W. I would be surprised if I ever got anybody in here from Wyoming. I don't even know if black people live in Wyoming. But I have more than just black people on here, though. Hello from Texas. I enjoy it. Thank you. What's that, Miss Ireland? Okay. Thank you, Miss Ireland. Is it hot down there in Texas? Because we had a family reunion in Dallas maybe like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Because next year is gonna be in Dallas again. I tell you, it was scorching hot. Because I think when we went, it was like in September. You know, when it's supposed to start getting cool, we was dripping sweat. That's the desert for real. They said Diane double charged. Canada. Southern Maryland. Shout out to Maryland. I'm going to visit Maryland because I hear Maryland have like the best seafood. That's what I was told. Like Maryland got the best seafood. I'm gonna tell y'all another place that I want to visit. I don't know why, like places that no people don't talk about visiting much. I be wanting to visit. I want to visit Rhode Island. I don't know why. I've always wanted to go and take a vacation in Rhode Island. I know that it's around a lot of water, and I hear that they have the best seafood. Somebody on my page was showing that they was out in New York the other. I was like, God, I miss New York. I wish I could take a vacation there this year. But I'll be in Philly this summer. Well, you know, vacationing for my family reunion. And I can't wait. Omaha, Nebraska. Sharon, do you all have a lot of crime in Omaha, Nebraska? Yes, go to the harbor in Baltimore has good seafood. I heard that Baltimore has really good seafood. And Diane Bowen says, "No to you, just in case they come for me." It's in the 70s and raining. It was raining around our area earlier today. I said, dog, why it had to rain? Why it had to rain? So she said Delaware is the hood. I said, why it had to rain so early? I be liking it when it rain at night. What city is Delaware next to? You can go in Philly to Delaware, can't it? Philly and Delaware are right there together, isn't it? I know they said that what's his name? Umar Johnson got a boys' school in Delaware. He opened up a boys' school in Delaware, the Marcus Garvey Boys' School. ZK says, Lucia, you better believe it. It's a sad situation here too. Yeah, I hope Remy don't have those babies before April the 1st, because I don't know how to deliver no babies. And I don't think the ambulance is going to come out to deliver no puppies. Will the ambulance come out to deliver puppies? Because I got her scheduled for April the 1st. ZK says only MF's broke as hell, unaliving people over BS2. Tracy says, well, you missed my birthday. When was your birthday, Tracy? That's TV says, and Diane, I have the rain too. When it's time for me to put a new roof on, I'm getting a tin roof. I'm from Mississippi and I love it when it hit. Me too. I love for the rain to hit the roof. They will. They'll come out and deliver them. Oh, thank God. Because I was like, Lord, if she had them babies before, and her stomach is so low, like she's not going to make it to April 1st. She got a week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She got 9 days, and that stomach's so big she could barely move now. She be grunting and stuff. She can't even jump up on the couch. So I said, I don't know what to do. She started having them babies. She go into labor. She seemed uncomfortable now. I'm gonna have to call the ambulance. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to handle it. Remy, lay down. Lay down. Why are you standing up? What's wrong? Yeah, lay down because you know it's hard for you to walk. Come on. It's hard for you to walk. Hey, Nakia. The ambulance not gonna come out if she go into labor. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. Yep, call your vet and tell them and get the nearest vet on speed dial. Whew. Sharon says, I used to live in Baltimore. They have the best seafood. Yeah, that's what I heard. Baltimore has the best seafood. She said, Tamara, you gonna learn to. I'm telling you. I said, oh my God. Ooh. Is there a vet in my neighborhood? The nearest vet, I would have to go into Memphis. It's not that far though. I would have to go into Memphis, but it's not that far. No, she hasn't had the puppies yet. That's why she grunting, because her stomach is getting so low. I believe that it's gonna be any day. It really is any day anyways, because her stomach has gotten real big. She's supposed to be due on April the 1st. So I made sure I cleared my calendar. I'm not gonna go into the office or nothing, because I'm gonna have to be at home with her to help her with the babies, with the puppies, to make sure they nurse right and she don't lay on them and nothing happens when I'm not here. So I reschedule all of my stuff to let them know the first week of April my calendar clear so I can help Remy with the puppies. Because y'all know Remy is just the baby herself, so she's not gonna know what to do. fly over to her vet tomorrow, T. I promise you, she just seemed like she is just so miserable. And her vet said that. I took her to the vet the other day. And they gave her ultrasound and checked her blood and stuff. And charged me a damn arm and a leg. Nakia Baker says she should have them pups 60 to 62 days. If you have a thermometer, put it in her business. And when she 97 to 98 degrees, call the vet. She ready to have them pups. I know. It's 69. Laugh out loud. When she went to the vet, when I took her to the vet on Tuesday, the vet told me that she is 50 days. She's 50 days. Yeah, she was 50 days on Tuesday. So really she'll be ready to have them on next Sunday. But she grunting, barely walking now. She said she's 50 days, and she said I saw 5 little heads. So she's got 5 pups in there. And like I said, I'm keeping 2, and I'm selling 3, and I've already sold 1. My cousin, I put on Facebook, I was like, if you don't want to pay me what I asked, don't bother me. So my cousin gonna reach out to me and say, cuz I was gonna buy one, but I can't pay what you asking for. I said, how much did you want to pay me? You know, just because she my cousin, I may would have given her a break. I said, how much did you want to pay me? I could give you about $350. I said, no, you can't give me no $350. Mm-mm. Oh, child, she won't be getting no dog for $350 from me. I'll keep every one of them. Tracy Williford. I just know that the one that I have sold is going to a really good home. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, she do not want Riley nowhere around her. And I've been told that he cannot be around the pups. So I got to keep them separated. And she already been being mean to him because normally her little teeth don't hurt. And she was barking at him the other day, and she started growling at him, and she started trying to fight him. And I put my hand in between them, and she bit my finger and broke skin. I was like, dog, that's why he be crying. She really do be biting him hard for real. She ought to be, I said, Lord have mercy. She is due April the 1st. Miss T, you may need get a one-way valve mask just in case you need to offer the puppy some oxygen. Also, a bulb syringe to clear the airway. Okay, so you said I got the sucker, like I went about like a baby's booger sucker or whatever they call it to clear the airwaves. And you said a valve mask just in case you need to offer the puppy some oxygen. So where do I get that from? I'll Google it. We used to breed goats. I tell you. So when y'all breed goats, did they have a hard time delivering? Because Remy is a regular standard size Yorkie, and Riley is a miniature toy Yorkie. So I don't expect for the puppies to be that big. She said them ghosts know they could holler. That's something I could never eat. I don't even like eating lamb. Just because of how sensitive lambs are. You know, they cry and all of that, but they all cry. That's the reason why I don't eat no, well, I ain't gonna sit up and lie. When I see my little bacon in the store, even though I started finding the pepper turkey bacon, whenever I'm in Kroger and I see that pepper pork bacon, I walk past it and I be looking at it, looking back, and I'm like, oh my God. I be trying to talk myself out of getting it because it's $11 now. Like, oh my God, it's the best bacon in the whole wide world. I go on and get it. Y'all give me some names that start with Aura. I had thought about, because I'm going to keep a girl. I thought about Rainbow. I want all of their names to start with Aura. So normally, what do they have? Like, oh Lord, I'm going to be too scared to look at the gender. Oh God, I'm going to be scared to look to see if it's a boy or girl. I thought about Rainbow for girl, but y'all gave me some good names. I just forgot them. Misty get a thermometer, put it by her business. 97.98, she ready. So, do I put it in her butt? Joe's guy says rain. I love puppies, but I'm on the fence about delivering baby. I know. I'm scared I'm gonna have to, but she been grunt. And so her doctor says that she just uncomfortable like pregnant women be. So what I do is I try to make it better for her. I be picking her up and taking her like to everywhere. She don't even jump up on the couch no more. She have a hard time. I pick her up. Ireland says, just took forever sometimes. I had one that had twins. It was a mess, Lord Jesus. Rose Roar Roly Reels. Rainy Ramon. Ryan. Rainy. That's cute. I like that. Rainy. Ringo. Rain. Ryan. Rainy. I hope I sell them the rest of them pretty early on. Like I said, I've already got one sold. I hope I sell the other two pretty early on, because if I don't, I'm gonna get attached to them, and I'm not selling them. I'm not gonna rip a dog away from me and break their heart after they've gotten used to me and they have anxiety and be looking for me and stuff. That's torture. So I want to sell them before they get to know me. Diane says we ate goat back in the day. You know the saying, musty as a goat. You think she broke the skin before? Try taking her temperature like that and see what happens. So how do I take her temperature, y'all? Oh my God. Her doctor, well, she was supposed because I'm scared that she's not gonna, she a baby herself. She ain't before. So I'm scared that she may not know how to push them out, like she should. So I scheduled a C-section for her. Rainy and Rolly. I like Rory. That is cute too, Rory. 2 summers ago, myself, daughter, and niece delivered 10 pups. It was a handful. I was exhausted. I hope when her water break, you don't pass out. Yeah, that's going to scare me when the water break. Ooh. Now, let me ask y'all something. Do you have to cut the placenta? Or is it, oh, God, I'm getting lightheaded. Y'all, my head getting light. I mean, the umbilical cord. I don't know what I'm talking about. Cut the placenta. So what kind of puppies was it? What kind of puppy was it, little mama? You're going to be amazed. She's going to go in mother mode like a woman. I hope so. She already been acting, more mature. I just got her spoiled. Remy, what you doing? Lay down. I believe she gonna deliver them, baby. Her stomach is too big, y'all. I believe she gonna. I hate to speak it into existence tonight, but her stomach is about to hit the ground. Rainy and Rory. I like both of those names. $60 to 62 days. Yeah. Next Sunday will be 60 days. What about the girl and boy? I guess I'm gonna have to name them. So do I already have them named? Because most people like to name their own dogs, their own puppies, but the ones that have not been bought, I'm gonna have to name them. And I Rocky, Rainy, Rory. I don't know what the owner is gonna. Roxy, I like Roxy too. I don't know what the owner that is gonna name their puppy that has already bought one. Diane says she'll do good. Rex. I like Roxy. Since she got 5, I wonder how many boys she got and how many girls she got. Miss T, are you having a C-section? If so, I can send you a video on mine. I had mine December 30th. Your dog had a C-section? Mm. She said 3 girls, 2 boys. Yeah. My grandbaby goes to the daycare now, so that's a good thing. She said, yes, girl, I'm back on my BS. Your girl wasn't doing too good. One set of twins, Rainy and Rolex. I like that Rolex. I like Roxy, Rolex, Rainy, and that was another name y'all gave me. Rainy, Roxy, Rolex. My female Chihuahua was standard size and male was smaller. She had 3 babies at first, then 5 babies. So she got pregnant 2 times. So what size was the babies? Rose. Runts. Have you been to see the doctor? She have them in 60 to 63 days. Didn't she get pregnant? Yeah, she was 50 days on Tuesday. She got pregnant on February 1st. Reese. I like that Reese. Runts. Remir. Mm. Rolf. Rhymes with Dolph. Yeah, Rolf. Ripper. 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 One of my cousins named his dog Lil Kim. And that's what they call the Lil Kim. I said, Lord. Hmm. Yeah, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hold on, y'all. Racer. Racer is cute. Rocky is too. Racer. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off because I gotta take them out. I gotta take her because I have to carry her out now to use the restroom and stuff. But later on, once I finish, I'm getting ready to give them a bath and stuff. I'm gonna take them out to use the restroom and then I'm gonna bathe them. I was gonna take them to the groomer tomorrow, but I can't take no chances on the groomer handling her wrong. She need her hair and stuff cut. She need her hair and stuff cut. Maybe I'll just drop them off at the groomer in the morning. That's what I'll do. All right, you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you all getting on tonight. As always, y'all don't know. I might get back on at midnight if y'all still up. Y'all know how I be. I be up drinking me a glass of wine. But anyways, you guys, I appreciate your support. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.